Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
Okay. All right, we are on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Daniel Assam, 232452. Good morning, counsel.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Okay. And Detective Gentry, if you can please state your name for the record, please.
Detective Sergeant Derek Gentry, the Riverview Police Department.
All right, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the information, the testimony about to give this man the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And you may proceed on the warrant.
On the 26th of this year at approximately 8:25 p.m., officers Haskins, Lewis, Mandernack, and Herrick were dispatched to the city of Riverview for a call of a domestic incident between a father and son, adult son, who was the defendant seated here today. According to a telephone caller, which is the defendant's mother and the ex-wife of the victim, she was speaking to her ex-husband on the phone when some sort of disturbance happened, and she was concerned. They asked that officers appear at the location to see if everyone was okay. When officers made that location, they spoke to the victim, Thomas, who was the father of the defendant, and he stated they were arguing over continuing issues between his son and himself. During that time, the defendant became upset and flipped over a couch that the victim was sitting on, causing him to fall to the floor. The defendant then attempted to place the victim in a chokehold, but wasn't able to actually secure it in. During this incident, the victim believed his son was intoxicated, and which could lead to what started the incident. Lieutenant Mandernack talked to the defendant, who stated he did flip over the couch that his father was seated on, and he was upset that his father was planning to evict him. When the defendant was being escorted out of the home, it appeared he had threw an object across the street, which later was determined to be the cell phone belonging to the victim, which was retrieved and had a damaged screen. At that point, the defendant was placed into custody for domestic violence and destruction of personal property. There's nothing further, Your Honor.
Thank you. Upon examination complete, I find probable cause exists to believe defendant committed these offenses. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Neil Lloyd, P36827 here. We have Daniel Assam.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Assam, your name, please.
Daniel Thomas Asam.
Asam, I apologize. All right, and counsel, as to the arraignment.
Yes, with regard to the arraignment, my client would stand mute to the charge and waive the formal reading thereof.
Court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. And as to, and the court will also note that the notice to prosecuting officials regarding the victim has been signed as well. And as to bond counsel.
Yes, as to bond, the situation with my client is he has a problem with alcohol. Appropriate bond in this case would, I believe, would involve an alcohol tether. It's his belief that if he has that constraint, he can get into the treatment that he may be able to return to either living with one of his parents. Again, under the condition that, of course, no alcohol secured by an alcohol tether. He indicates to me that he is, in fact, gainfully employed for at least 8 years at Blue Cross. He's in the master's program at Eastern. He has a final coming up in the future, which he would like to complete. He said he's never failed to appear for a court proceeding.
Sir, what is your mom's name?
Virginia Charlton.
That's what I thought. Because you've had a couple of cases here, and then and they were alcohol related, and then the necessary witnesses don't show up, and then the prosecution dismisses them. And in one matter, your mom was the necessary witness. And it appears as though she was the necessary witness in both. And when she failed to appear, yes, necessary witness. When she failed to appear, then the prosecuting attorney dismissed these matters on 2 separate occasions because they could not continue. And in fact, the court will note that it was the same offense and it was dismissed once and then because of the necessary witness failing to appear, and then it was reissued and then it was dismissed again for the necessary witness because the necessary witness failed to appear. And those are both felonies, and they were alleged to be operating while intoxicated, third offenses. The level of 0.26. All right, and detective, as to bond.
Yes, Your Honor. With everything you just stated there, obviously alcohol is the main issue. It seems to be driving all these incidents. We would ask for an alcohol tether to be put on by the sheriff's department. Obviously, no contact with the victim, and that he find somewhere else to stay temporarily.
Where is it that you believe you can stay, sir?
I believe I can stay at either my parents' house, that they would be able to do it. But if I can't stay at my father's, I believe I can stay at my mother's. Once again, the issue is the alcohol, so as long as I'm sober, I think they will be fine.
And your father is Thomas, correct?
Correct. To be noted, I haven't been able to talk to them yet, so I don't know exactly what the circumstances are.
Well, nor will you be talking to your father, because you're not going to have any contact with your father. And that's at the home that the offense occurred, correct? Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
And I will note that it does not appear to have been helpful for the necessary witnesses to not appear on those dates. Court is going to note, based upon your criminal history and based upon the safety of the complaining witness in this matter, the court's going to order a $10,000, 10% bond. As I did already state it, the pretrial is December 7th at 11:45. With the following bond conditions, so you're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this matter. It's phone call, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. Do not direct your mother to have contact with him. Do not, you may want to tell your mother not to have contact with him regarding the case. Not to enter the premises at the home. You are allowed one visit accompanied by a police officer to obtain your personal belongings. That means you go to the Riverview Police Department, ask if there's somebody available to assist you. Then you go to the home. You don't go to the home and then call the police. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed. You're to have a GPS alcohol tether to the Wayne County Jail. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, you'll get a copy of these bond conditions as well, sir. All right, thank you. Have a good day.